Yeah.
Yeah. Can I join?
Sure. Sit down. Shall we discuss the questions for the upcoming test next week?
Okay.
Okay. So Rachel, I ask you, what is balance of payments?
I think balance of payment records financial transaction made between consumer, businesses, and the government in one country with others. The BOP figure tells us about how much is being spent by consumer and firms on imported goods and services, and how successful firms have been in exporting to other countries.
Yeah.
How does our export industries remain competitive until today?
I think many industries rely heavily on our key export industries to remain competitive, such as transportation, trade finance businesses, and also insurance businesses. In Singapore, there's also many other services such that operate in ports and airports too.
Then, what are the main causes of a current account deficit?
It is the high income elasticity of demand for imports. So when consumer spending is very strong, the volume of imports will grow very quickly. How do you measure the current account then?
The current account of the balance of payment compromises of the balance of trade in goods and services, plus net investment incomes from overseas assets and net transfer. Net investment income come from interest payment, profit and dividend from external assets located outside the USA.
I see. So complicated.
Hey, do you all know that around 16% of the UK's trade in goods and services is with the United States?
Wow.
And USA is the largest single export market. Well, now let me tell you more about the exchange rate in USD. Like the US dollar is like the sterling exchange rate is one of the most heavily traded currencies in the international financial system. Then the value of the dollar is determined by factors such as the relative interest rates, expected rates of return on overseas investments, the strength of the domestic US economy, growth and inflation expectations, and world demand of the US dollar as a reserve currency.
What are the few economic policies that can improve the BOP of USA?
I think firstly is the expenditure reducing policy. It is designed to control demand and limit spending on import. Secondly, expenditure switching policy designed to change the relative prices of export and imports. And lastly, improving the supply side performance of the economy to boost competitiveness.
Oh, you know that?
Jerry, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What does a current account deficit mean?
It means that the country is not paying its way in the global economy. There's a net outflow of demand and income from a circular flow of income.
How about the three examples of goods and services that can be triggered?
The three examples include manufactured goods, semi-finished goods and components, and also raw materials.
Rachel, what are the advantages of a lower exchange rate?
A lower exchange rate provides a way of improving competitiveness, reducing the overseas price of exports and making import more expensive. For those countries operating with a managed exchange rate, the government may decide to authorize intervention in the currency market to manipulate the value of the currency.
See.
I have one last question. question. Is the balance of payment deficit always bad for the economy?
No, this is not necessarily true, and this is a common misconception. There is nothing wrong with a trade deficit. A country must rely on foreign direct investment or borrow money to make up the difference. Yeah.
Well, this is a very important point.
Yeah.
No, we miss out, then our score.
Yeah, essay.
Yeah.
Okay, productive section.